Sometimes I look at a game and I just can't help loving the independent market. You know, when you see that kind of developers, those who love to both play and to make quality video games, those who don't really care about polygon counts, shaders, advanced motion captures and shit. Nongunz is just black and white, well, sort of. It has this weird orange, yellowish color too, but it's mostly bullets and blood. As usual, if you like this review, you might want to hit that subscribe button and help the channel grow, or not, whatever. So Nongunz is basically a 2D action game with procedural levels. I didn't really understand the story, there's no dialogues, descriptions or stuff like that. What I can tell you is that this game feels bitter. There's this sort of melancholy in its beautiful music, in a few settings and in its visual style, which relies on black and white as we were saying. You start every game in a cemetery, then you proceed into a dungeon with random generated floors. Nongunz is not that different from regular 2D shooters, you just jump around, kill things and maybe try to get to the next floor all in one piece. There are a few nice touches that make the gameplay a little bit more interesting, like the ability to dash to avoid being hit and the possibility to slide while shooting upwards. It's not complicated stuff, but it will take a while to master your moves to get rid of your adversaries. The game is quite challenging too, you don't have many HPs and it's hard to recover them. Don't expect health potions, medicines or fried chicken standing around waiting for you. Also, everything looks cruel and violent in Nongunz. Even though the game is pretty much in black and white, there's a lot of blood running around when you start your carnage. The monsters look weird, they seem to be parts of the human body just in a larger scale. They don't have a great AI, but their attack patterns are enough to provide a challenge. Difficulty is quite steep when you begin the game, also because you don't get any kind of directions. As I was saying, no descriptions and no nothing here, not even in the menus. So yeah, you will be on your own since the very beginning. The battle system is fun, based on a combo system that lets you earn points that you can spend to get items and equipments from certain NPCs. There are a lot of weapons that include both guns and blades. There is a good diversity, depending on your weapon you will see your bullets hitting things in several different ways. You can also buy some heads to attach to your character. They provide abilities and specific movements that will make your life easier. You can also collect a lot of cards in Nongunz that add bonuses or particular abilities to your character. If you won't need them, you can still destroy them to recover a few health points. Sadly, there is no way to tell which abilities you're gonna get by having specific cards, you just have to do a few tests or try to figure out what the hell their images are trying to represent. I don't have anything against difficult or old school games, but Nongunz took it a bit too far in my opinion. It doesn't explain anything at all. It just expects you to figure everything out on your own or use some external guidance. It just doesn't feel fair or smart to me. Another issue depends on the procedural nature of the levels. Even though this kind of games used to rely on permanent deaths, for some reason Nongunz doesn't provide any kind of progression system. Every time you die, you will have to start from scratches. The only thing that will remain unlocked is the NPCs you've saved. Even though this pushes you to actually play better, it leaves way too much room for frustration. I have some nice memories about Rogue Legacy, Ascendant and The Binding of Isaac, and that's because those games found a great balance between being difficult without sacrificing being rewarding at the same time. Things are a little bit different here, sadly. While far from perfect, Nongunz is still a good roguelike with a really nice art direction, good controls and fun gameplay. The real problem is that it's not user-friendly. Well, it's not user-friendly at all, and that is not good in my opinion. You need to provide at least some kind of lead to the player, even a goddamn menu would do. The lack of progression system is also annoying. It creates the right environment for frustration to grow on. Still, Nongunz is charming and fun. If you enjoy the genre, give it a shot. It's pretty cheap as well. It might be worth it.